Hello guys, Furball the Hammy, your friendly neighborhood hamster, is back again for another Hypixel Skyblock video. Today's video will be the announcement of a massive giveaway, as well as the comparison for the best money making methods in Hypixel Skyblock for you guys who want to maximize your time. So if you want to skip to the point of comparison for all of the best money making methods in Hypixel Skyblock, check out the timestamp shown on the screen, or if you want to know more about this massive giveaway I'm holding with more than 20 million coins of items and coins up for grabs, be sure to stay and listen. It's going to be fast, I promise. So first, how do you participate in this giveaway? Just follow these two simple steps, subscribe and like the video, and join the Discord server link in the description to participate in the giveaway. Go under #giveaway in my Discord server and click the party emoji button under the giveaways and you will be entered in the giveaway. If I see any one of you guys posting your in-game names in the comment section again, this hamster is going to appear on your bed tonight. So what's up for grabs this video will be 14 sets of 1 million coins given away this round. And on top of that, the top prizes also include 10 hot potato books, a leaping sword, a crystallized heart, 2 fly sorters, which is basically another 1 million coins if I sell it to the NPC, 2 summoning eyes, and 2 times 3 sets of enchanted diamond blocks, unstable dragon armor pieces, super compactor 3000s, dragon fragments, epic and legendary pets up for grabs, as well as for some minions. So with that out of the way, I hope you are excited as I only provided 10 million coins for the giveaway, and you guys were the ones who managed to pull in such a huge amount for the giveaway. I love you guys, so before I pull the pricks and acknowledge that these items are mine, here's the list of the people I want to thank aloud for donating to the giveaway, whether big or small. So here's the list of people who donated to the giveaway. Thank you guys so much. The people here will be a bag of Delitos, Trainboy01, Long0707, RM_RF_/ Hot Pink Gang, Onion Nox, Mercius_77, Luna DXD, Eza_A, Flow38, James, I_of_Wither, Gas Killer, Espada_Phantasma, Hyperplayability, Awesome Man High, STR1V3N, Remy_L_Salawi, as well as Groot. On top of that, I would like to appreciate how we are at 2,500 subscribers already. I would also like to thank the staff members in my Discord as well as my Patreon followers. For the staff team, we have a small staff team of Oxcat, Fluff, Something Idiotic, Groot, and for my Patreon followers, we have Fluff and Dawson. Thank you so much for helping me grow, especially to the 5 people I mentioned here. Without you guys, our Discord server and my channel wouldn't be here. So feel free to join my Discord server and to check out my Patreon page, link in the description, for some benefits you get with Patreon supporting me. So with that, let's get on to the video. Firstly, I would like to mention that flipping is hands down the best money making method. But there's no set amount of money per hour that we can make. And the money you can make from flipping depends on the money you have that you are willing to spend, how lucky you are, and a lot of other factors. But it is still the best money making method if you know how to do it. However, because of that, I won't be taking account of flipping into today's video because it is wildly inconsistent and can even result in you losing money in a day. But the next you might be earning 50 million coins. I can't categorize it as to how much you earn per hour, I can't set that number. So because of that, it will not be included in this video. But do know that if you do know how to flip and you are a good flipper, flipping is by far the best money making method. Slayers is also not included in this video because I am a Slayer main myself and I've tried everything from tier 3 to tier 4 and Slayers are just too weak and too poor to make that much money from it consistently. It's ridiculous. Tier 3s can make some profits and I've tried it out, but I guarantee you it will be less than all of the money making methods mentioned in today's video. Slayers is just for you to get Tarantula, Mastiff Armor, Mana Flux, and a few talismans for the extra stats. It's just not worth grinding Slayers anymore for money, except for the items that you want to get. So I won't be counting that in today's video. Dragons is also not mentioned because you need a good amount of gear to even start grinding it consistently, and not to mention you need tens or even hundreds of eyes to even start grinding dragons for a profit, because dragons generally only give you profit after you grind for hundreds or even tens of dragons. You would require a lot of investment to even start doing dragons, and because of that it is largely an endgame activity and it won't be counted in this video. So this video will discuss about the 4 main money making methods that is relevant to early, mid and late game players, namely fishing, zealots, wood chopping and farming. Firstly, for farming, as you can see is what I'm doing at this moment, requires you to at least have a rod of champions, or if you don't, you can honestly grind for it, it isn't that hard. Although you want to get a rod of legends to make the most money, and the shredder is for the most fishing XP. So here's what I use for this testing. I use a rod of legends with max enchants and a salty reforge, a level 40-ish epic squid pet, and I fished in the park with no rain. After much testing, the main way for you to make money with this method would be to simply fish squids and night squids, and you just stab those squids, and you want to fish in the park because the park has a higher chance for you to fish squids. Because insects are highly valuable on the market at the moment, you can check the bazaar if you're interested. The way you are mainly going to make money from fishing is just selling insects and lily pads that you get from other random mobs that you fish. I tested this method for an hour and I've been fishing more and more recently. And if you had average luck and did not get an emperor, or you did not fish up any pets and etc., you will be getting around 400k to 500k per hour with my fishing gear. However, if you think that 400k to 500k per hour is somewhat lacking, it is totally understandable, because you need to understand that you can high roll on fishing and get a shredder or an epic or legendary flying fish, squid or guardian pet, and earn upwards of 8 to even 10 million coins if you do high roll, which is something other methods like farming and wood chopping don't have. However, it is certainly possible to earn more than 400k to 500k without being lucky. However, you need to get a fishing party of like 3 people or more. So each of you can share the cost of buying rain from Vanessa in the park. And the rain Vanessa brings increases the chance of you fishing up even more squids and night squids, and also spawn random squids in the pond, as well as speeding up the rate of your fishing, which enables you to earn upwards of 500k to 600k per hour with this method, without high rolling an emperor or a pet or even titanic exp bottles, which does make this method seem more appealing, doesn't it? So the pros of fishing would be that it will be the highest potential to high roll for several millions, and fishing with other pond fishers enables you to be earning a decent amount without being lucky. And it is also moderately consistent. You would usually be earning around 500k to 600k even if you are unlucky and fish no emperors or pets. The cons of fishing would include slightly lower coins per hour than the other 3 methods, high cost to start fishing because you require a rod of champions minimum, and you also want an epic squid pet for more money, which will set you back around 7 million coins. And the cons of this is that fishing, you are leveling a relatively irrelevant skill because fishing is not that good. Secondly, for zealots, I tried this method out and yeah, it is the best money making method out of the 4, but it is the most inconsistent method with the highest chance to low roll for less than 100k per hour and high roll of up to millions per hour. Also, zealots are very competitive and somewhat toxic. I've seen people using AOTDs to blow away special zealots to ruin your day and etc. So be sure to be prepared to be making money in such an environment if you can't find a dead or an empty end lobby. So here's what I use for this testing. I use a Reaper Scythe. Honestly, I don't own a Midas, so I use this instead. Any weapon with 13k damage will do. A level 78 legendary wolf pet. Once again, it doesn't really matter, whatever pet you want to use is fine. I use a vampire mask with 3/4 perfect and basically with god pot, so I had 400% speed, and I used a random end lobby with people. Personally, the amount of money we make from zealots is very varied, as I realized. S1 eye is 600k to 650k each on the bazaar. I got 2 eyes in the hour of grinding in an almost full end lobby, so I guess you can say 1.2 mil per hour, but once again you can get 5 eyes per hour with a high roll, or even none in an hour if RNG hates you. But in general, you can expect yourself to get up 2 to 3 eyes per hour with 400% speed in a random end lobby. According to what I heard from my guildmates and flexing chimps, if you can find a dead end lobby, maybe expect it to be 4 to 5 eyes per hour. But if RNG does hate you, even with perfect conditions, you may still be making 0 eyes in that hour. Also, I used the Vampire Mask because Hypixel made it so that players who can't one-hit Zealots will get a plus 10% chance to spawn a special Zealot. Hence, since Vampire Mask automatically damages all nearby mobs every second, you can make use of the plus 10% summoning eye chance. However, you won't be able to have the 500% speed full Young Dragon Armor players have. So for me, I would average it to be around 1.2 to 1.6 mil per hour. So the pros of this method is that it is the best money making method out of the four, and it has the potential to high roll to get millions per hour like fishing. The cons of this method is that it has slightly high cost to grind Zealots because they require 13,000 damage, Young Dragon Armor, a decent sword, and a talisman collection. And you also have the potential to heavily low roll on luck, so it is relatively quite inconsistent for money. And last but not least, toxic environments are not very fun. And now moving on to the third money making method for today, it will be wood chopping. I've done my test on this, and it is certainly a good money making method for new players and for mid game players. The best type of wood for money to grind at the moment is spruce wood, although dark oak wood is still amazing because it gives the highest amount of foraging XP if I'm not wrong. So here's what I use for this testing. The tree capacitator, haste tree, 400% speed with farmer's boots and pots, and I grinded in the spruce wood farm with 2 other players along with foraging. Just take your tree capacitator and run at 400% or 500% speed if you have full young, which I didn't bother to get for this video, and hold down left click and just walk into trees, chop wood, and just do what you enjoy doing, deforesting trees, because in Skyblock, global warming is never a problem because trees magically grow back after 20 seconds, which clearly isn't a representation of real life, and Skyblock is encouraging deforestation. But there's coins. So coins. So this method usually earns you a decent amount of coins. I'm only foraging 20, which is quite low. So my ability of doubling the amount of logs drop is relatively weak. So it took me 13 minutes to get a stack of enchanted spruce wood. So for me, it was around 600k per hour. But if you have a higher foraging level and a better control of 400% speed, unlike me who's constantly running into walls like a blind hamster, you can earn up to 700k to 800k per hour. The pros of this method is that it is super consistent. The only factor affecting your coins per hour is your foraging level and the amount of people in your lobby. RNG really doesn't affect the amount of money you make. It is also very cheap to get started for wood chopping, just 2.5 mil on the tree capacitator and farmer's boots, and just with speed potions you can start grinding. The cons of this method is that there is absolutely no high roll potential. You will be getting a fixed 700k to 800k per hour with these methods. Trees don't drop legendary pets or overflux capacitators, so you won't be getting anything higher than that fixed amount in general because trees just drop logs. They don't have a rare drop that can sell for a lot. So finally, we are on the last method for today's video, farming. So welcome to the most indigenous methods of making money, literally farming pumpkins, like in real life. So here's what I use for this testing. A farming level at farming level 34, a harvesting 5 hole, and a huge pumpkin farm. Do you think I would be that dedicated to make a pumpkin farm from one end to the other end for a 3-minute section of a video? No, just no. So instead, in order to ensure that I don't spread false news over the internet, I asked one of my guild members at Flexing Chimps, who is farming 34, and he said that he gets around 400k per hour from farming. So what else do you want me to elaborate on this? Okay, fine, I will talk more about it, okay? It's just that simple. The pros of farming is that it has a low startup cost. You just need dirt, water, and time. It is also very consistent, there is no RNG involved, and the pros of this method is that it will get stronger over time, potentially going up to 500k to 600k per hour if you have a high farming level. The cons of this method is that yeah, it is rather low money, you don't get much per hour, and the cons of this method is also similar to wood chopping, that there is no potential to high roll, but it is very cheap to get started on farming. Anyone can get started on farming if you have time and if you have patience. So yeah, with that, I personally am a hamster fish who loves fishing because it's very calm and chill, and it also allows you to talk to others while grinding. And it also gives me the potential to high roll, which keeps me excited enough to keep grinding, unlike wood chopping and farming, which gets me bored really quickly. However, if you are in a desperate need for money and you are poor, I don't think fishing is really worth your time. It's something of more like a lifestyle than a hardcore money making method. And with that, in this video, I will recommend Zealots if you can do it, and if you can't do Zealots, I recommend tree farming. So yeah, with that, this is Furball the Hammy, signing out.